going to move up, and I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. What action are you holding?
Okay, well, what I'm going to be doing, be ready to be mind blown. I'm going to do true polymorph.
You can cast True Polymorph?
With her bite it, she can.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
sorry, that's why we've been so quiet. We've been like reading up on her abilities of her bite it and like figuring
got some
out.
good
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
Literally like
A 9th level spell.
arguably the best spell in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just
Yeah.
cast True Polymorph.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, adventurer, and welcome to our Heroes of Theros actual playthrough. As always, it is a safe-for-work, story-driven D&D campaign. If you're a first-time viewer, we recommend starting your quest on Episode 1. Otherwise, stick around and be transported to the mythic world of Theros. Last time, our heroes laid their eyes on the River Tardix, the border to the Underworld. Not long after arriving at the shores, they observed what appeared to be a wounded soldier of Akros make his way, trance-like, to the docks that surrounded the broken temple. The party made their way stealthily towards the shore to take a closer look. After getting nearer, they observed several people waiting on the docks to be ferried across the river into the dark mist on the other side. Calen and Thalassa decided to get a closer look, while Vasilis and Alondros waited behind. While waiting, Alondros recognized a familiar face, Apollonia. Trying to get more information from her, he turned invisible to follow her. Thinking he was safe, Alondros suddenly found himself face to face with the shadowy figure who revealed himself as Athreos, the god of passage and death. Athreos refused to ferry Alondros and his mortal friends across unless he was given a soul to hold in torment for eternity. Alondros relayed this information to the group, who quickly came up with a plan to sneak across. Monopolizing on good timing and lots of inspiration, the group boarded a ship beginning to make its way across the river. Vasilis, upon entering the ship, touched the river for a brief moment and was left scarred and cursed. Upon crossing, our heroes found themselves in Agonas, the final destination for all those who fought and lived their life without honor. And that's where we left off.
So we know that we're in Agonas. Or is that meta?
You are in a temple on the other side. I would say it's kind of up to your judgment, because you had met this fighter who had sieged Akros. So maybe roll me an insight check.
$12.
You can infer that this is Agonas reasonably.
Well, I would say mission accomplished. We went to the one place that Alondros, oh, I'm doing it. Adelphos is certainly not. But at least we're past the river, right?
Yes, now we just have to find a way, I guess, from here to the other places and hope that we don't have to make our way back to the river guide.
There is sort of this dull sounds coming from outside this temple. And once you guys step off the boat into the side of the temple, you see that the person that you're traveling with sort of steps in the temple and runs very quickly down this hall and out the other side.
Off to the torment, I suppose. Does anybody else feel completely out of their depth? Like, does anybody else feel like...
We're not dead.
Well, for sure. But that... I mean, I don't even know where to begin of how to find Adelphos.
Well, we can assume he's not here. So, we need to find a way around here?
And the whole Underworld, I don't have the best knowledge of it, but the whole Underworld is connected, correct? We don't have to go back to the ferry and hitch a ride to a different spot, I'd assume.
What happened to the boat?
It is gone. It just kind of backed up into the mist and disappeared.
It's got reverse on it? That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, the dude just uses the stick and goes backwards.
They got reverse on boats now?
That's not that complicated.
He does
Just
the
row in the opposite direction.
perfect
Yeah.
reverse J stroke.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I
go.
suppose that we can start by cautiously looking around this place.
It's probably a good idea. Get a lay of the land.
The game is unpaused.
How long
Okay, hold on.
did it take us to get here?
It seemed like a while.
Okay,
You couldn't really tell exactly the time frame.
so I'm assuming I don't have Pass Without a Trace anymore.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Yeah, you don't have it.
Okay.
It-
I
the
thought
ride was an hour, give or take.
Yeah, I thought I
assume.
remembered you saying it was quite a while last session. Where am I? Where are you?
I'm the fancy.
Do you want
Do I need to be in Foundry, Jeff?
If you can make it,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you on your phone?
No, but I can do that. I can do
Okay.
that. Uno momento.
Thalassa,
Peace
would you
forever.
like to creep up with me and take a glance around?
You would have to say creep, wouldn't you? It's kind of creepy in here.
It is very creepy in here and extremely unsettling, and that's why I don't want to go alone.
Yes.
As you walk, you guys get a good look at this temple. It's made of black marble with gold accents. And it is completely empty, save a large octagonal stone slab about the height of a table directly exiting where you're at here on the map, and the several columns holding up the roof that is made the same way.
Now, I know we just got to this new land, and I'm very anxious to go check it out, but I would also like to potentially find a place where we could rest, because I'm doing okay, but if we get in a fight, I'm Not certain how well I'll be able to hold up or how effective I can be.
Well, Vasilis isn't doing too well.
I'm doing great.
Even after you fell in.
Yeah, was that sarcastic? Remember, you suffer
With
from
your
absolute
skeleton feet?
hopelessness.
Yeah, it was absolutely sarcasm. I'm
Okay.
not.
He just like Eeyore's over. Don't worry about me.
Honestly, I gotta say this. I feel like this is gonna be really difficult, like with this thing, and like it's like such an opposite characteristic of Vasilis. You know, now that I have to be depressing.
Channel.
Yeah.
Get ready to channel your inner sad boy.
Role playing is hard, huh? Just kidding.
Okay. Thalassa and I are gonna just creep up just to here.
Okay.
Kind of look around. Ooh, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So you see that the temple opens up sort of to a cross-sectioned hallway that goes both right and left, with the columned pillars going directly in front of you.
I'll relay that information to everybody behind us. It seems pretty clear to come up. Hey, I wonder, because we're not dead, I mean, that guy didn't care about us. He didn't even seem to recognize that we were here. This is just wishful thinking, but I wonder if potentially we would be able to slip, not completely unseen, but maybe have a little easier time with it.
Meaning they don't sense us?
Potentially. Maybe not some of them. I imagine that there are beings here who would be able to, but hopefully the masses won't be able to.
I do believe that theory has some root in it, but I also don't necessarily want to test it if we don't have to.
No, absolutely not. Just kind of thinking out loud here. Is that a doorway straight ahead of us down that hallway?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's where the guy ran to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy
And then
ran
are the-
around the pedestal and straight out the doorway.
And then these are two archways in front of us. Is that what I'm seeing? On either side?
Where at?
Um,
Those are windows.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, viewers. That burp slipped out. We'll just keep creeping forward stealthily.
Okay.
And
I want to peer around this corner.
yeah, I'm
Which
gonna
corner?
pause right here.
The right side corner. Just to see what it is. Is it just kind of more of the same?
Yeah, you see that this is yet another hallway leading down and out with columned pillars holding up the roof. Yeah, all your footsteps echo as you walk around in here. It's pretty empty.
Well, should we take a glance outside and see what the hubbub is all about? Go up to the door and peek outside.
As you look outside, you see a vast, barren landscape riddled with dead trees and cracked earth. But popping up like mountains in the distance, you see giant, and when I say giant, I mean 10 times bigger than the Colosseum at Akros. You see various Colosseums all over. And you recognize, now that you're sort of out of this temple, that low hum and roar that you had heard is the sound of jaunting, cheering, war cries and battle cries coming from all these various arenas.
So it's not just like open warfare in the middle of... Like, we don't see people just like fighting out in the barren wastelands.
It's
At
totally
least they're
different than
organized a little bit.
That's true. That's quite optimistic. Are you feeling better, Vasilis?
No, I hate this place.
Is there...
And you look
Oh, go ahead.
in front of you, and you see the individual that had run out. He's about 100 yards away from this place, and you see a cyclops standing in front of him, massive in size. You see the cyclops turn and move into a direction of the Colosseum, and you watch as this individual follows them.
Well,
Yeah, okay. The Cyclops is corporeal, like he's physical. That's... Well, like I said, you know, the lesser ones might not notice us, but I imagine big ol' One Eye over there would. Is there anything on the horizon that we can see that looks different, like in the sky? Is there
Any look of a better beyond?
yeah, a
Um,
beacon of light?
yeah, roll me a perception check.
Ooh, is there any signposts? Natural one.
Calen, you think you might have been here before, but you can't remember. Just kidding.
This place seems very familiar. Oh. Yeah, you know, not being able to tell the direction, it's, I don't want to make excuses, but it's really throwing me off.
Did you roll a perception check, Alondros?
No, I can.
You can if you want to. You and Calen both asked.
Do better than me.
Let's hope that I do.
was it perception or investigation?
Perception.
Oh, that's a little bit better. 25.
Let's go.
Just a tad.
As you peer at the horizon, it breaks up a lot sooner than you would have anticipated. Like, in the real world, you now having traveled the ocean on a ship for several weeks, you kind of know roughly the distances that your eyes are able to see before it starts getting, indiscernible. And you get the feeling, you can tell that distance is not as great as in the real world. As far as what you see in the sky, it's a lot like the where you had entered, where it's sort of like a cloudy sky that has nothing above it, right? Sort of this like grayish, almost like reddish, grayish tint to it. But you do notice something, Alondros, is that arising from some of these colosseums, and in some locations quite literally straight from the ground, you see these massive chains that connect the earth to the sky.
And I'd put my hand on Calen's shoulder and say, "It's okay. I can help you see through your confusion." And I'll kind of explain what it is that I saw and the scene that we're looking at. It appears that we could head off in in a direction, hopefully leave this place. Possibly if we stuck near the river, could be a good idea. But I don't know about you, I don't necessarily want to go close to these Colosseums if I don't have to.
I think that's a good idea. And also I realized why I felt like I had been here before. I realized once you put your hand on my shoulder that I was looking back through the temple that we just came from and was looking in the wrong direction. So I thank you, Alondros.
He spins you around. You're like, whoa.
Like I said, the not knowing north is really, it's throwing me for a loop.
And again, it's not knowing north, but that there is no north.
Yeah, there
down
is
here.
no.
Yeah. It's not knowing, yeah.
So should we go left or right? Can't really use east or west.
Well, if we touch the sand, will Fabio chase us?
Who's Fabio?
One-eyed man.
The Cyclops.
Yes.
Does he have long hair?
No.
Dang it. Does he have a wig?
It's funny.
No.
Is his pattern, are the Cyclops, is his pattern like, is he patrolling or anything?
He seemed to be purpose bound.
Okay.
He had a direction.
Gotcha. So maybe
And
he's
it
like
looked
an
like
escort.
It looked like there was an exchange, not an exchange of goods, but there was like an exchange of communication before the Cyclops turned around and began walking to an arena.
Are they still walking?
Yeah, they're pretty much out of sight now. They've gone far enough and sort of dipped down. You can see this is not just all flat, but there are ravines and crevices and hills and such.
Should we stick by the river then? And just maybe
That's what I say.
Travel for a bit. If we find a place to rest, maybe we can take a break for a moment and I guess just see where it takes us, if anything changes.
By the river?
Well, we're thinking that if we stick close to the river, seeing as how most of the action seems to be going on in those arenas, then we'll be a bit safer.
Do you mean once we cross through? Or go back through the temple and stake to the river?
No, just stay by the river.
Like walk the shoreline.
Like walk the shoreline.
Yeah. And I would say that since we chose the dock that was furthest to the left, I believe if we head right, hopefully, we end up moving up a level.
But what if we move left, and then we skip everything, and we end up to the good place? Maybe it's just one giant circle.
That's a good point.
I
have no counter argument.
I do wonder if, I mean, obviously, now we know, hindsight 2020, that the docks mattered of which one to go on. So I could see potentially. I don't know if there's really that much order to the Underworld, but it has more than I thought.
I don't know if the Underworld would be that simple. It has to just follow the river and just find our way to the next place in succession. I think that maybe, there's a reason no one leaves you.
Yeah.
I think we may need a little bit more direction. But rest sounds phenomenal.
Well,
I mean, we can always start in one direction and go for a bit and see I feel like the only clue we really have to go off is, like Alondro said, the docks. So let's start right.
All right.
Do we want?
You all.
Do we want to be
go ahead.
sneaky? Do we want to be sneaky?
Does it matter?
It could. I have one more. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Let's save it.
Okay. As
But I would
you-
like to be cautious especially as we leave the temple. Kind of be cautious, because this is kind of like the freeway to this place, and so
Mhm.
once we leave the freeway, I'll feel a little bit better. But as we're kind of
We're at Grand Central Station right now.
yeah.
Well, maybe not. I feel like the initial
Perhaps we
thoughts
shouldn't
were-
be blocking the door.
That's probably a good idea. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Philosophy, you make a good point. But before Jefferson talks again, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm so
all right.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I know
No.
that's literally
great.
what I wanted to do. I'm so sorry.
That's funny. No, that's great.
Kit, you didn't move.
You all begin walking to the right, which means the River Styx, or the River Tartix, sorry. River Tartix is to your right, with the sounds of continuous battle to your left. Somebody, just one person, roll me just a d20.
Shay's doing it.
Okay.
12.
Pretty good.
All right.
Well, it's not
That's okay.
terrible.
That's okay. Middle of the pack.
Pretty good.
How long are you guys wanting to walk?
That depends.
I was thinking like an hour at least,
Okay.
and kind of
And-
gauge it from there.
Yeah, do we, like, as we're walking, do we notice that the arenas are getting further away and the temple is getting further away?
The behind you, the temple is, yeah. The
Okay.
arenas are looking to be about the same distance, mainly just because there's so many of them.
Okay.
You know,
Are there
the
more?
one.
So there's more of them
Mm.
kind of plopping up as we're walking?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I'm not certain, but I'm getting the impression as we go down this way that we are going to encounter more and more and more of these. My gut feeling is that we have to go not directly through them, but and I'll motion to the other side towards the arenas. That way.
Here's a thought.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if there's any logic behind it, but
Let's hear it.
have we seen more of those chains on each arena or around or anything? Those giant chains?
It's pretty consistent. Like
Okay.
it's just like the arenas. Like when one seems to fade away in the distance, another seems to pop up.
But I don't know if this is crazy or not, but could the Underworld be more vertical, where we have to climb?
I don't think that's a crazy idea. I mean, it is, but I had a similar thought.
Well,
But you said the chains, Alondros, are coming out of the arenas?
Are they I kind of pictured them connecting to the outside. Are they coming from the inside of the arenas going up?
Both,
They're just kind of coming off of
wherever.
okay.
And not every arena has one, but it's like the best way I can describe this is if someone was making like a map on the computer and like populated the map with arenas, and then they're like, it would be really cool if we populated it with chains, and then the chains just populated
Through
and
like
attached
AI.
to anything. You know what I mean? Does
Okay.
that make
Yeah.
sense? Yeah. Yeah.
He's
More
kind of like
for-
There's
clicking
no
the
rhyme or
jump, jump, jump,
reason.
jump.
It's just
Right.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do not have a picture for you, unfortunately. I tried my hardest to look for
That's okay.
a picture of this place. So while we are in the theater of the mind, we will go here. The sky in this picture is
Similar to like what it would look like.
yeah. Yes. Sort of like a amber gray bleakness.
Damn.
So you've walked for about an hour, and apart from the dead trees, the various chains, there's not really anything.
Are the chains like massive, like themselves, or are they
Yes.
like climbing a wall? Each chain bit is like climbing a wall. Chain link.
They are all very far away, but you can tell despite the distance that they are massive.
So we'd almost like need a rope or a ladder or something to be able to climb them.
I don't know if you would or not. You'd have to check it
Right.
out.
I have climbing gear.
Well,
My counter argument, though I like the chain idea, is that it felt pretty like same level planar to me when we came here. There wasn't a jump up, there wasn't a jump down, unless there's magical jumps up and down. And I'll look up at the sky, and that doesn't look very promising. Ominous is maybe the better word. It looks very ominous. We could always get closer and see. Maybe try and find a chain that's not super close to an arena.
yes, I guess maybe the more information we have, the better we can figure things out.
Let's start heading towards a chain then. Can we try and find one that's a ways away from an arena?
Yeah. It wouldn't be too hard to find. They're coming up sort of everywhere.
Okay.
However, you would need to go away from the river and deeper into Agonas to get to one.
Is everybody on board with this?
Yeah, we don't see any sort of immediate, like, giant cyclops or anything kind of in between us and this ladder.
The chain, the closest chain
Or,
to you
yeah, chain.
is you can see where it connects to the ground. There doesn't appear to be anybody.
Okay.
There is an arena not far off from it, but it's not also like right next door, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think
Well-
I think we do it. Just doesn't feel like we're getting anywhere going this way.
Agreed.
I don't see any other options, so
Well, let's do it then.
all right.
I'll lead the way. I'll go ahead sneakily
Okay.
60, 70 feet in front of the group.
Okay.
You're like hiding behind your hands.
I'm covering
Well,
my
yeah,
eyes as
there's-
I run, and then I peek, and then I cover my eyes.
Aside from a few dead trees that are like not very close to each other, like this place is desolate. It's pretty empty. So there's not really any place to hide. You can still roll a stealth check as far as trying to be quiet.
Yeah, that's
You
kind of
would be
more.
moving. You would be moving at half speed.
Wow. Dirty 20. And I'll be using my dash action so that I can like go at a normal pace. Can I do that? So that way like the group doesn't have to be stealthy, but I can be like sneaky boy.
Yes, because you can bonus action dash. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
Absolutely.
1.
Okay.
Thanks. Done. Completed.
I'll take the ring and I'll say, okay, the plan is if the Cyclops catches us, we ditch Vasilis. Okay, we just leave him behind. He's the newest member.
He has a ring.
This is his joke? I
You're
don't.
just testing the rings out.
Yeah, I was just seeing if you actually equipped it. Yeah, that's what it was.
I did.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually say that
Okay.
yet.
I'm gonna bring you guys to this
The side eye.
this image. It's not the best quality, but it's what we got.
Sweet, let's do it.
This is a decent depiction of the Underworld. Hold on. Oh wow, it's
Double
tiny.
done.
Literal Lucy over here. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. However, picture these massive columns that are going to the sky as arenas
Sick.
with the river Tardix going around. However, on one side of the river Tardix, there is no. It just goes into the mist. Oh. Yeah, you're able to make it to the base of this chain. The chain link that you approach is half buried, and the link itself rises probably 4 or 5 stories above your head before it connects to the next link.
Ooh.
Yeah, the space between the two iron columns, right, is like a football field across or more. And the diameter as you approach, you see, is as big as a building. The very, very, very large chains.
How big did you say Cyclops Man was? Is he like half the size of a chain link?
No, like a quarter
Dang. Okay.
of half of a chain link. So the chain links would be like 8 stories,
Gotcha.
because this one's half buried.
This. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't think we should try and climb these.
To put it in perspective, here's another picture I'm going to send you guys to.
This is I mean, who knows how long these things go on, and if we make a mistake,
There might be no
yeah,
coming
We
back
might
down.
be staying here.
yeah, we might. That's a good way to put it. We might be staying here.
Well, should we at least maybe peer into the Colosseum and see if there's anything there, and then maybe go past if nothing else?
Alondros, you are crazy, and I love it.
Ooh.
To give you an idea of the size of the chains.
Massive.
Yeah.
So pretty big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
Absolutely massive.
You said
But this
big
is obviously
boy.
not where you're at.
Yeah.
So,
Guess there's no lassoing Fabio and riding him up the chains.
Probably not.
What if we just go between the Colosseums?
But then how are we ever gonna know what's inside them? We're
We
gonna have that.
wouldn't.
We're gonna have that regret. We're gonna get back and be like,
If you're going
You
to
know,
have
we
regret here, that's the worst place to have regret.
you know what we should have done? We should have
Look
gone.
at
there any
and
other
we should have
people?
looked in there.
Like outside of the Colosseums or anything like that, walking around from one Colosseum to the other, or just
you're still so far away from these Colosseums, you can't really tell.
But there's no one that we can see like out in the fields with us,
It's not a field, it's
or
desolate.
or the barren waste.
With you, no.
So, shall we go look at the Colosseum then?
I want to. I think it's a bad idea.
are there any other ideas?
Go
If anything,
between?
we could at least look for scholarly purpose. As you said, we are the first mortals here. It would be almost a shame to not at least look.
Alondra,
see what
I
we could
feel
find
like you're
and-
going back to your gambling ways, but with lives this time.
But I mean, think, no one's been here. No mortal's ever seen these with their eyes and returned. If we, as I kind of like dig through my little pouch and I pull out my book, I could just make a few notes of what we see that could change the way that the world works. Could change religion, our ideas of what this place actually is. I mean, it could be worthwhile just a peek.
I feel as though you're gambling with our lives, but if there's something that you so wish to desire to see, you may go.
Yeah, maybe it won't be as bad as everyone says.
While you all are discussing this, what is everybody's passive perception?
12.
18.
16.
Okay. As you're talking to the group, Alondros, you sort of perplexed watch as sort of this thin veil of smoke or fog kind of blows across from the river Tardix onto the shore, not where you're at, but behind the group. And as it disappears, you see again the temple.
Like we haven't even moved at all.
Mm-hmm. But you are on the other side. You're on the right side of the temple now.
So it is a circle.
Oh no.
I know, I'm just kidding.
And I'm gonna kind of point behind us. You're right, we've just been traveling in a circle. There's the temple.
And all of you are moved over to here.
Appears there's only one way. We may just have to go forward.
And you see rounding this corner Not the corner right next to you, but the one across the very far side of the temple. You see a large and towering, hold on. Lumbering skeleton. Oh, just doing the shuffle. And you see as it sort of shambles towards your direction, it wields a massive rust-cankered sword and a small buckler. His bones blackened and rotting. And you hear him say, "You don't belong here." I need everybody to roll me initiative.
I'll tell you what. Give us the directions and we'll leave immediately.
For reals, though.
I'm sure this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
You guys probably can't walk in the park.
He's probably just following us the whole time. It's cool.
Oh,
Tyson, how do you show a picture, like you do?
Create a journal.
Okay, so something I'm not going to do right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You might also be able to send it in the chat, but I can't remember if I turned that off or not.
Well, let's find out.
Jaws.
Yeah, for reals.
I've never seen that movie.
Well, if while we're waiting, make sure to like and subscribe.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Especially
and-
because it was my birthday, so...
Yeah, so come on.
Means you have to.
Birthday!
Yeah, we'd appreciate it. Give us a comment.
What the hell is that?
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let
Guess
us know
how
what you
old I
like.
am.
Let us know what you would do if you found yourself in the Underworld in the worst part possible. What would you go about doing?
From decisions that were completely out of your control.
Oh.
Right. Right.
All right. What did everybody roll?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
We got a 16.
Okay.
14.
17.
I roll.
It is
Yeah.
high rolls. Good rolls. Give me just 1 second. Okay. All right, Calen, you act first.
Okay. I am going to cast at 2nd level spiritual weapon, and it's going to be a
Cool.
big version of my Tardix blade. Before I do that, I'm gonna come right here. Could I cast it within 60 feet of him from there? I can't really tell.
Just a second.
So what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I gotta move up.
You're gonna move it to
Let me
like that.
let me make the grid a little.
Oh, okay, cool. That would be perfect.
Which one of these is
Is that better?
15? Which one of these lines is like 15? Oh,
No,
when you
each
zoom
one
in,
of the
you can
lines
see-
is 5. Yeah.
Kind of.
I can see it.
Okay, hold on.
Still can't really see it.
Okay.
Some spots I can.
This is a big map, so it's
Oh, I'm
that
moving
better?
you.
Quit moving me.
Kind of.
I can see it. I can tell him.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Shay will be your eyes.
I'm gonna move Thalassa back. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I can see it now.
What's the range to which you can cast it?
60. I can't get it close enough.
Okay. Does it have to be next to him? Is that why?
No, I'm gonna cast it 60 feet out.
Okay.
I just wanted to be able to use I wanted to be able to hit him this round, but that's okay. I will pull out my short bow and I will make an attack at him.
Instead of
No,
casting spiritual weapon?
I'm still gonna do spiritual weapon. It's actually a bonus action.
sweet. And where is that weapon located?
60 feet towards him from me, which should be like, I think it was like right here ish.
Okay.
Might have been like right here. Oh, let's go.
I'm gonna put a. Hold on.
They have a flying sword in the monster compendium.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that in real quick.
For some reason, I can't see the. Yeah. Am I the only person that can see?
It's because you're around the building. The line of sight is blocked.
Gotcha.
Okay, where? There's your flying sword. And I'm going to. How do I give permission for him to move it, Tyson?
Find it in the player or the actors,
Yep.
and then right click, and it's configure owner.
Dope. Oh,
And then just make him the owner of it.
Calen, owner. Cool.
That should do it.
Got a flying sword for you.
Sweet. And I rolled a 24 to hit with my short
That
bow.
does hit.
Okay.
Barely.
1d6. 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You are also the closest to him in combat. Does that do anything for your sneak attack?
Now he has to be one-on-one with him.
Yeah, I have to be
Or
within
Oh, okay.
five,
there has to be
5 feet
someone
with this
by him.
swashbuckler.
Oh, okay.
All right. Vasilis, it's your turn.
Should be my turn.
Wait, what'd you get? A 17?
Yeah.
That's right. It's
Yep.
your turn. Vasilis got a
Okay.
16.
I'm going to assume that he is closer to me than 120 feet. Is that correct?
Let's find out.
I'm like probably 80 from him, from where I'm at.
10. 10 times 5 is 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You are actually further than
I'll
120
move.
feet.
There. I'll move there. So I'll move my 35 feet up. And then I am going to kind of I'm going to put my hand at my side, and out of my water jug I'm going to extract a little bit of water with my magic, and I'm going to shoot it at him. And as it goes closer to him, it kind of freezes. And then as it goes around him, time almost seems to kind of freeze along with this water droplet. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw or suffer the effects of the slow spell.
Do the slow spell.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So good.
Or when that thing came in clutch and saved us from a Hydra.
Literally.
Yeah, literally, like we would have been dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to season 1. If you haven't seen it, go back.
Is a 25 save.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay. He rolled an 18 on the dice.
Wow.
Wow.
No, it didn't. You gotta do that again. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, you rolled an 8. At least it wasn't a legendary resistance.
It's true. Yet. But he didn't fail, so...
Fair.
And then as a bonus action, do I even have... I don't think I have anything left. I think I used all of my bardic, except for one. But never mind. I'm not gonna... Oh, I have 2 left, but I'm not gonna throw those out. Okay. That is it.
Okay. It is now Vasilis's turn.
I'm just gonna move close as I can. Then I'm gonna hold the rest of my action. Whenever he gets close enough, you know, I might roll that.
You might as well what?
Dash.
Okay.
Be the barbarian.
Right.
Now, where is he? Is he on like on the other side over here? Or?
Can you not see it?
No.
He's straight ahead of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
straight ahead.
He's right here.
Oh, I see.
Do you see this guy? He's dancing.
The giant blue creature.
Hey,
They don't have giant skeletons, so it's just
it's not your turn.
so it's just a giant. It's just a frost giant.
You moved the piece. That's his movement.
Yep.
You can't take it back.
He ran in circles for all of his movement. That was it.
For all of his-
He did a
Right.
river dance.
Hellfire drops from the sky.
No, great.
Okay. And I will hang out right here.
Would you like to rage, or are you just chilling?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay. It is now Thalas's turn.
Ooh, he rolled bad.
Yeah, he really did.
Good for him. I'm going to move up diagonal. And I'm gonna put my hand on Calen's shoulder and tell him to be brave and put heroism on him.
Nice.
Ooh.
Cool.
Arrow. What?
It's one of my spells. It just means that he can't be frightened, and he gains temporary hit points.
Awesome. Equal to what?
Spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of his turn.
So, what's your charisma score modifier?
So I have 3 temporary hit points.
Yep,
Sweet.
+3.
Okay.
And think that's all I'm gonna do this round.
Okay. All right. This massive beast is going to make its move. 25, 30. Does the weapon do anything?
I can't make reactions with it, I don't believe.
Gotcha. And it
I'll check,
will.
but-
He'll use his action. He's going to dash. Continue his making his way. 40. All right, Vasilis and Calen. As this tall, very tall, probably 15-foot tall skeleton in scant armor approaches you. Its presence fills you with the sense of otherworldly awe, and I need you both to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait.
And
Fourth
I
attack.
just, it is wisdom. I just want to remind you, Zealot Barbarian, that you
Yep.
can re-roll saving throws if you fail once per rage.
So Thalassa has.
Yeah.
I have Aura of Protection.
Okay.
So Calen is within 10 feet of me.
So is 5,
So
10.
is Vasilis.
So is
Yep.
Vasilis.
So is Vasilis. So
Okay.
We get a.
gains a bonus to saving throws equal to your charisma modifier, so +3.
So we get to add a +3.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Ooh. Ooh, boys, it's not looking so good.
Okay. Question for you, Jeff. So, whenever I fell into the River Tardic, one of the debuffs that I got was I had disadvantage on Wisdom saving throw. But as Zealot Barbarian, I get disadvantage.
No. Let me
No.
pull
If
up
I fail a
exactly
saving throw while raging, I get to re-roll it. So
Right.
basically, do I roll like if I fail the first one, I get to re-roll it with disadvantage?
Yeah. Let
That's
me
right, okay.
let me make sure that that is really what it was.
No, that's what it is. I just checked. I just read it to you
Good.
word for word. Divine power that fuels your rage can protect you. If you fail a saving throw while raging, you can re-roll it. You must use the new roll.
It's really good.
You can only use it once per week.
It's hold on. Oh, wow. Yep. Soul sickness. They have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. Cannot be benefit from inspiration or other similar effects. Okay. So yeah, if you fail it, you'd re-roll with disadvantage, but don't forget to add the +3.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, not so hot. There we
Okay,
go.
I got a 17.
There we go.
Well, it was you rolled 2 d20s +3.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
Well, was it both d20s added together? Did you just click the d20 twice, or did you click
No.
disadvantage?
I got a 14 and I got a 15.
Nice. Oh, nice. Heck yeah. I just can't see the numbers because of my freaking color blindness on the dice when they actually roll.
His dice are
Um,
hard to see the numbers, though.
Yeah.
Mine are pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you pass Vasilis, you fail Calen. Calen, you have disadvantage on saving throws.
Okay.
And your speed is halved until the start of the Phylaxia's next turn.
Okay.
And that's just from him coming close, or what?
Yep. It's called Gatekeeper's Aura.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And Calen, it's up to you. You're back at the top.
Maybe you get the +3.
Man, that sucks. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon. Wait,
You're moving
Moving
yourself.
me.
I know. I don't know why it's not.
Well, it was on me still. So.
I can't move the sword.
Says you should have ownership. Where do you want to move it to?
One, do it.
Just 20 feet closer. Nope. Nope.
It's right here. It's right here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, so that's my bonus action.
Okay.
And as a action, I'm going to run. Can I go through him?
No.
5, 10. I'm going to move diagonal. 15, 20, 25. I'd be flanking with one more, right? Right there?
Yeah.
30.
So
Oh.
don't forget your speed is halved.
Oh, yes.
I thought you were dashing though.
5, 10,
He
Oh,
already
you
used his
can't,
bonus
yeah.
action, so
15. Okay, never mind. I'm going to stay where I'm at. And I am going to take my Tardix blade and stab him.
okay.
That's a 25. To
Yeah,
hit.
that hits. Yeah.
Remind me the rules on this blade. Do I have a certain number of charges?
Yes, I believe you have 3 charges left.
And once they're gone,
They're gone for good.
Okay. But wait, do I have advantage on this? No.
No.
No, 'cause you're not.
But I
flanking.
don't get sneak attack, right?
You do because you have an ally within 5 feet of your enemy.
So 9, 13, 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is going to be my turn.
All right, Alondros.
Is this thing wearing metal armor?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
rusty, but it's metal.
But it's metal?
Yeah, it is metal. He's got sort of like a dented, half-shaped helm made of
Mm-hmm.
bronze, as well as like trappings of what's left of like a breastplate and pauldrons and stuff. So he's definitely wearing metal.
I'm going to target that there breastplate
Nice.
with some heat metal action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of
Okay.
weapon does he have, Jeff?
He has a large sword.
All right. Oh, wow. Well, that's
Nice.
2 fire damage,
Okay.
but
A lot of damage.
he also has to do his attack rolls and abilities checks with disadvantage.
Because he has the burning armor on.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sorry for the random bangs in my background.
Then I'm actually going to move right here so that I'm
Okay.
close to Thalassa.
So you get the benefit of the.
Yes, but that
Okay.
I'm still like within eyesight of everything, but
All right. Thalassa, it is now your turn.
Okay, I want to put a divine smite on my Bident and
Okay.
just try to throw it into his chest.
So divine smite is a
Oh,
melee
melee,
attack,
yeah,
so you
right.
could not throw it.
That's right. Okay, I'll just throw my Bident at him then.
All right. Roll a ranged attack. He's within 20, so you don't suffer or he's within 10, so you don't suffer disadvantage. Can we get some battle music up
Does
in
21 hit?
here? 21 does hit.
Does it? Yay! Wait, how do we do the math on this again?
$22.
22 cold damage.
No, wait.
Oh, wow.
Wait, did you hit?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's not right. Would
Okay, just kidding. Then just 8.
8?
yeah. Sorry, I thought she
Okay.
was rolling to hit.
Yeah, no. All right. You see this Bident sort of plunges into his shin bone, and you see icy cold frost begin to develop around the area. If you'd like to use your bonus action to call it back, use
Yeah,
your
I want to
special
do that.
tool.
And then,
Okay.
do we notice that it slows him at all or anything, or no?
No. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't moved, so you don't know.
True. And then I will just stay right there.
Okay. All right, Vasilis, it's your turn.
I'm gonna bonk him. Stab him. Stab his
Okay.
dad. This is for my first attack. Hold on. Trying to remember what I'm supposed to add. I think I get when I'm raging, my strength plus.
You don't get any bonuses to hit while you're raging. You get a bonus to your damage, or you can attack recklessly,
Do I not
which
get
means
that?
you,
I don't
which
get
you,
anything.
not to your to hit. So when you rage, you are resistant to certain types of damage. You can attack recklessly, which will give your attacker advantage to hit you, but you get to attack with advantage. And you get a bonus to your damage if you do hit.
Right. I don't get
Which
to add my
it
strength to anything though.
you get to add your
do
strength
normally,
like normal.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. That's
Yeah.
fine. I wasn't saying that
You just you tally up as you would any other weapon.
If he does have disadvantage to attack. So if you were to attack recklessly, it would just give him a straight attack. And you get advantage.
I have to spin. Is that what you
No, the bad guy does.
He does.
said? Go ahead. I already rolled my first one, so
So is your strength 4? Is that what the plus 4 is?
Yep.
Okay, so you'd also add your proficiency bonus,
okay. Yeah, I got a
which is you guys are level 10. So what is that?
4.
Yeah. Okay, so 22 does hit.
Okay, and then for my second attack.
Okay, the 13 does miss. So you land on one of your hits.
Sweet. Okay, so damage. Got 6. Oh, that's 6. Oh, that's 3. Ooh, you know what? Do I have to say this specifically, or is it on all of my attacks? raging for extra damage. 6. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my ability Divine Fury, where for one attack, get to. That's for my first attack. I don't know if that means if I fail my first one, I don't get to use it.
No, it's the first time you hit. First creature you hit on one of your turns.
Sweet. Okay. That so I actually get an extra D6 plus half my level, which we're level 10, so I get. That's gonna be 24 damage.
Why'd you roll 3d6s?
Because I get 2d6 from my two-handed sword,
That's
and
right,
I get
that's right.
another d6.
That's right. Okay, yeah. So you use this glimmering blade, this crystalline blade, forged. It's not quite exactly clear. It's got a grayish tint to it. Akros is located near a dormant volcano, so it was made out of obsidian from that volcano. But it's extremely strong. You're able to use this double-handed sword and slash into it, dealing damage. So your extra d6 plus 5, it can be necrotic or radiant. Which one would you like it to be?
I'm gonna go with radiant.
Okay. You see you damage it with this radiant damage, and it reels a little bit in searing pain. And it is going to try and attack you now. Not Calen, Vasilis.
Check it out.
Okay, a 19.
With disadvantage.
That was with disadvantage.
Ew,
It was 10,
dang,
10
yeah.
plus 9. 10 and a 12.
19 hits.
Okay. And it's going to attack again. And then a 15 to hit on its second attack.
A 15 misses.
Okay. And then it will do the damage. You take 16 slashing damage, which if you're raging, I believe you are resistant to.
I am, so do I take half?
Okay. Yep, you do take half. You take 8 slashing damage. And then you also take 18 necrotic damage.
Gee!
Yeah, which you are not resistant to.
Maybe.
And then you see after it lands this massive blow, its sword slashing your arm deeply, and you see like red, like the sword is cankered with rust, and so you see like particles of this this like really raggedy blade, like the dust from the rust, and like bits of this old eaten iron just sort of like embeds itself in the wound on your arm and hurts you as you take this necrotic damage. And then it will use its effect, strength drain, and it is going to use that on Calen.
Okay.
It rolls with disadvantage. You see it's going to try and touch its sword to you, not necessarily slash at you, but literally just try and touch you with its sword. And it also gets a 19, 10 plus 9
Hits.
with disadvantage. Okay. You take a You take 12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay. Permanently?
No.
Goodness.
You, as this blade makes contact with your body, Calen, you instinctively sort of try and parry it with your blade to a part of your body where it won't do much damage, like if it was a traditional attack. But you see as this cankered blade touches the armor on your leg, rather than slashing you, you actually feel your life force kind of being pulled into the sword itself as you begin to weaken.
Just out of curiosity, a 5 is a -3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never had to have a stat this low. So, just making sure.
Yeah, holding up the whole guy does a number on it.
The lack of muscles that I even have just dwindle more.
Your sword, your Tardix blade, which is built to be light and agile, feels heavy in your hand.
Sweet.
And that's the end of the Phylaxia's turn. Calen, it's now your turn.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna move my sword, my spiritual weapon up
Okay.
to him.
Yep.
And I'm going to make an attack with it.
Okay.
Which is... Where's my d20? Natural 20?
Nice.
Nice.
So it's like a 26 or 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
So that is... Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1 on my damage. So 2 plus... So 4 points of damage from that.
How much? Wait, what's the
Well-
dice on it? Yeah.
1d8
Yeah,
plus
'cause-
my spell casting modifier.
Yeah, so it would be automatically, it would be 8 plus your plus
Oh.
3 plus whatever your spellcasting
So
modifier
plus
is.
1, so it would be 12 points of damage. I forgot that we did it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Way better.
Yeah.
And
Your
then...
spellcasting modifier should be higher because your spellcasting modifier is your proficiency bonus plus, I think, wisdom for
Ooh,
clerics.
so that's a plus 6.
Okay. So really, it should be 14 plus
Wait.
the 1 that you rolled.
Yeah, if it says spellcasting modifier or if it's spellcasting ability modifier.
On a hit, the creature takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier,
So then that's just your
wisdom,
Wisdom.
which is a
Yeah.
plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you typically only ever use your spellcasting ability like for attacks.
Okay.
If you're adding damage to it, it's usually always just the ability modifier.
Instead of just the modifier.
Yeah, instead of just your spellcasting.
I think
Attack
warlocks are some of the
bonus.
only ones that can get around that.
Okay, so that is my bonus action. As
Yeah,
my
I'm not sure.
action, I am going to take another swipe with my Tardix blade.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Eyes and nose.
Nope, I don't have advantage. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Next up is Alondros.
Alrighty then. I am going to...
Does it take another 2d8 fire damage?
Yes, as my bonus action.
Gotcha.
So I was gonna lump it in with the damage if
Okay,
I
sweet.
hit on this.
All right.
I am going to whisper underneath my breath as I cast this spell. Your pathetic life will soon be over. And I'm going to need it to roll a wisdom save.
All right. Does it have disadvantage? Or is it just attacks with the armor disadvantage?
Yeah, it's just attacks and ability checks.
Gotcha. Okay. $17.
Oh! Yeah, mine's 18.
Nice. Okay. Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask, do you need to know the fire damage separately?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna lump it all together then. Nice.
Nice.
So
Is
he
this-
takes... Yeah, so that was Distant Whispers, is
Okay.
what I cast.
Sweet.
And then along with my bonus action, fire damage, so he takes 26 damage altogether and must immediately use its reaction, if it's still available, which it should be, to run its speed away from me.
Is that because it is frightened?
No. On a failed save, it takes psychic damage. And must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far away from you as possible with its speed. Creature. No. That's just what it is. It doesn't say
Interesting.
frightened. Yeah, that is interesting actually. I would have bet that it did, but
Is it technically like charmed or something?
Okay.
Not that it said.
it doesn't say.
Moves
Yeah.
40 feet away.
Do we get to take attack of opportunity on it?
Absolutely, you do.
Yes, indeed. Oh shoot! I rolled. Forget about this. I'm assuming I don't get to add my divine fury.
No. Because it's the first enemy you hit on your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, all it says is if the creature is deaf, it automatically succeeds. So it's interesting.
As it runs away, I'm gonna aim for its hamstring.
Okay. So you rolled a
Right.
17 on damage, but you didn't roll to hit.
Oh yeah.
Remember, you rolled a 5 and say disregard this.
Was a 20.
Oh, nice.
Natural
Hold on.
20, baby.
20.
Woo-hoo! Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll my damage? Because technically, I did say to negate.
Nah, it's alright. Just
Okay,
keep the
cool.
damage.
Cool. So it's
And then add 12 to it,
Yep,
right?
add 12, yeah, so 29.
Are we not doing it where we get automatic full?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
12.
that's
so
the
12
12,
plus 17 is
2d6.
29.
It does it not? Does that not count my? Oh yeah, yeah.
No, you only add your...
You
Yeah.
just double the dice. Are you adding, is that +9 including your strength? Your raging bonus while you're a barbarian?
The 17. Yeah, the 17
Okay,
was plus
sweet.
all my modifiers.
Perfect.
17 plus 12 gonna give us.
Calen, and you slash for its hamstrings. It doesn't have any, but you slash at them and hit the femur bones. and cut off some raggedy strips of its leather armor it's wearing as its girdle. Calen, are you using your reaction to attack?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I want to save it.
All right. Is that it for you? Oh, that's... Oh, that was all Longdress's turn. So
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna
Vasilis.
move. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna move up. Yeah.
Okay. Vasilis, it is your turn now.
Let's see. See if I can get to him. Oh man. I can technically not reach him. Yeah, I can't reach him without. Actually, you know what? I'm going to dash,
Okay.
and then I guess take another attack of opportunity whenever it.
Okay.
Get that
All
gas.
right. Thalassa.
Okay. I am going to move up 5 diagonal. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. What action are you holding?
I'm just gonna hold my spell action until Calen casts a spell.
Okay. You're what action are you holding? Is what I'm saying.
An ability from her Bite It.
Yes.
Which is what?
Something super cool.
You have to tell her.
Okay, well, what I'm going to be doing. Be ready to be mind blown. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do true polymorph
On the
beast.
Okay.
You can cast True Polymorph.
With her Bite It, she can. That's sorry. That's why we've been so quiet. We've been like reading up on her abilities of her Bite It and like figuring
got some
out.
good
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
like
A 9th level spell.
arguably the best spell in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just
Yeah.
cast True Polymorph.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. It is this Phylaxia's turn. Is going to attack you, Vasilis, with disadvantage. Ooh, it gets a nat 20 and a 12. So 21 to hit.
Yeah, the 20 hit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna be looking so good after this.
Well,
Then it's-
you're still raging, so hopefully you'll take some.
Yeah, that should negate a good bit
Yeah.
of it. You know, there's still that necrotic damage though.
Okay. And then it rolls a 12 to hit.
Well,
Okay. So you
There we
take...
go, Vasilis.
It does hit or it does not.
Doesn't.
so it's only one.
12 does not. Okay, you take 10 necrotic damage and 13 slashing damage. The 13 is reduced down to 6 because you are resistant. Then it's going to make another... It's going to do its strength drain as it slashes you with its sword. Ooh, and it rolls an 11 to hit.
Oh,
Miss.
Okay.
you lose 11 from your strength score.
11 strength. And it stays there. So it goes back to the top of the initiative.
Okay, I am going to run up 5, 10, 15. Bonus action dash. 5, 10. Oh my gosh, I can't get close enough.
Your speed isn't halved anymore.
Oh, it's not?
No, sorry.
Perfect, you're good. I forgot. So I'm going to run up and I am going to reach out my hand with the Krufix symbol and I am going to try and cast Bestow Curse. Oh no. Oh, no.
The mantle of
If
DM
this works,
moves on for the
if
next.
I only have a 14 save, but if I can give him disadvantage on wisdom save, if this works and I can give him disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, then the Lhasa might be able to true polymorph him.
Okay, so what are you doing, Calen?
So I am going to run up to this guy and I'm going to reach out my hand with the Krufix symbol
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Bestow Curse on him. It is
Okay.
a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
14 DC.
All right.
Please roll bad. Please roll bad.
9 on the dice. Plus 7
Oh my gosh.
is 16.
Okay. Then.
Wait, one sec.
Ooh.
Give me 1 sec.
Ooh, I knew you'd have something, Alondros.
Wait, it's over going on, Mulan. It's not Alondra's turn. Just kidding.
I had to have given it to him before. Never mind.
You had to attack
Oh.
to him before the action was cast.
Yes, I had to make sure before I said anything. I had to make sure how I could use it.
Okay, that's my turn, but the Lhasa still gets a reaction, so nothing
He
happens
does.
with the spell.
Oh, so it's me now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will raise my bident in the air and
Okay.
slam it down to the ground while casting True Polymorph to turn him into a whale.
Okay.
A people
Attempting
whale.
to.
How big of a whale?
I don't know.
It's up to you. How big of a whale?
Can be a baby whale. How about that? I don't know how
Okay.
big a baby whale is.
What kind of whale?
Yeah.
A baby humpback whale.
Click Google search.
I can do that if you want, or I can say dolphin if that's easier.
Yeah, because I was like going through the files in my brain. I was like, I know that they have a killer whale stat block,
Perfect.
and
Okay.
they have a dolphin
Alright.
stat block.
10
What?
to 15 feet long.
What? Yeah, they're 10 to 15 feet long. What do I roll?
It's a Wisdom 18
Yeah.
DC.
Please
It
be
has a
long.
plus 7.
I know.
I will roll it for everybody to see.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Please
want to
work.
see it. I don't want to see it.
Did you guys see that?
No.
No,
How do I make it so you guys can see it?
you got to click onto the public rolls. Right in your dice tray,
Yeah,
the little symbols. Click on the one that's a dice
I
Great.
did.
in your boxes. Click on that.
I did.
Great. What was it? It failed.
It was a 21.
Ugh.
Let's roll again. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yep. we saw
I
that.
rolled,
Ah.
I rolled the exact
The
same
same
thing.
thing.
The exact same
No.
thing. I kid you not. I was gonna take the second one too, regardless of what it was.
No.
Oh.
Dang it.
Okay. Does that expend a charge?
She can't use it. There's one use till the next.
Yeah, I can't use it until next dusk.
Okay.
Huh.
does the sun rise and set here?
That's a good question. I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay. Next
I mean,
in the turn
technically
order.
it's always dusk right now, so.
That's fair. Infinite
Unlimited
polymorph.
Polymorph.
Next is your turn, Alondros.
Oh, it is? Was that Calen's turn?
I
Oh,
held
yeah.
my
That was 'cause
action.
She held her
Okay.
action.
Oh. Well, I was kind of hoping that that would work.
Yeah,
Work.
we were too.
So
It's trying to be cool, guys. It's trying.
that's okay.
That's wild. You rolled the same thing though,
Yeah.
Jefferson.
Yeah, it
That's
really
freaking
is.
awesome.
All right. I think I'm gonna just do the same thing that I did last time.
Okay.
All right. Let's have you roll a wisdom save.
Okay. As you might have guessed, they're pretty decent at wisdom saves. He's pretty
Yeah.
decent at wisdom saves.
But it's okay. This is a low spell slot, so I'm okay spending it.
Okay. Let me reload my foundry real quick. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks at home.
Okay. I feel like we always have technical difficulties. That's just what we get.
Yeah, it's just part of it.
Okay, my everything is like freaking out.
Calen, how are you looking? Are you looking pretty worse for wears?
Yeah.
He's good looking.
I'm under.
Yes.
I feel
Excellent.
like a 24.
I'm under a third.
Hmm.
I for sure probably should not be.
At the front line.
Yeah, but
That's okay. I have something
Oh.
that I thought about doing, but I'm gonna hold on to it till next time.
my spiritual
possibly.
weapon is also gone. Because bestow curse is a
Is it
concentration.
concentration? Hmm.
Spiritual weapons concentration, yeah. It's gotta be.
It is. It's dead.
Yeah.
Well,
there's-
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know actually.
it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Just-
Yeah,
think it is.
Wow.
it feels like it should be,
It
but
feels
there
like
was
it
like,
should be.
yeah,
I think that in the new D&D rulebooks it might be.
Yeah, I feel like it makes more sense for it to be
Because-
concentration.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
player handbook you have right now.
Ugh.
The handbook we have right now says that it is not concentration.
Oh, nice.
We can see your
Very nice.
rolls too, Jefferson, just so you know.
You just saw that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it? I can't
20?
see it.
13, yeah, so plus 7, 20.
Okay. For some
Okay.
reason, my foundry literally is just being very dumb right now.
Hmm.
Yep.
I guess that means we win.
Okay, so it fails.
Okay. So it takes half of 9 plus 7, so 7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Okay. You watch as you. What does the spell look like when you cast it?
Torment in his brain. As I
Okay.
kind of whisper these things
And don't
through
forget your.
the.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
that was with it.
That was with 2d8.
Yeah.
Extra
So
damage?
and his breastplate is like red hot
Glowing?
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you watch as. Detect a new module. Okay. Yeah, I can't see the map. I can't see anything in Foundry. But we're almost done, so.
Yeah, just stay in here though so I can play music.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
You see as its head inside its armor begins to clank and shake, and then you see this pile of bones begins to collapse, and like a massive tree struck by lightning, where its branches and bark kind of like explodes and all falls to the ground around it. You see that's what happens to this guardian of the underworld. Bone fragments go everywhere as the armor is left in a heap, steaming and smoking from the heat metal.
Let's go heat metal.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the what. It was both that and the distant whispers, but
Man.
I kept waiting for you to say that it like explodes and Basilisk and Kellen take some sort of damage.
It's
from
like
it
a
blowing up.
frag grenade. That would be a
Yeah, I
crazy
know.
undead.
damage.
I was like,
Ability.
there's a lot of enemies that when they die they blow up. So I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
explodes
okay.
like a frag grenade. All the
Yeah.
bones
That'd be wild.
fired. That would be cool.
That would be cool. All right, please roll dexterity. No, just kidding.
Let's do it.
No, you will die.
I'm fine.
All right, okay, Vasilis. Anybody within 15 feet of this phylaxia,
Yes.
roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. Let's do it.
What?
I'm just out of that, right?
Yeah, I think you're
I'm 20.
20 away.
I can't
Um,
see anything, so.
what is it that we're being hit with, Jeff?
Bone shrapnel.
Bone shrapnel, because
Shrapnel?
Connor wanted it. No, I feel like if you were standing next to a tree that was struck by lightning, you would get pretty messed up. So
Yeah. I thought I have
No.
like. Don't rogues have like?
uncanny.
Yeah.
What is it? Evasion?
Yeah, if it's a
Evasion,
dex
it's
save,
evasion,
yeah.
And you pass, you take no damage, and if you fail, you take half damage.
Dirty 20.
Wow. Okay.
So that's no damage.
I'm just gonna
That
kill
is no-
Basilisk.
That is literally no damage.
13?
13 does not pass. So you take 14 piercing damage as these rotted, gross bits of
Which is
bone
Halved?
and hot metal
Eight.
pierce your skin, but you are resistant. So instead of 13, you only take 6. Calen, out of reflexes, but also kind of out of the fact that you just standing is so tiring, you hit the dirt, and none of the shrapnel hits you. And by the time it gets out to Thalassa and Alondros, the energy is all but spent. Connor, are you frozen? Are they frozen for you?
Our
camera died.
camera died.
Hold on.
I was gonna say.
So I
We heard you.
yeah, we hear you.
Look on your face is why, and you feel like are holding it so well.
Yeah, no, Shay and I are definitely not just trolling you guys right now.
I mean, you're talking, so I would.
You've gotten really, really good
I
Throwing
mean,
voices.
at
Max
talking
Yeah.
without moving
Really
your
good.
mouth.
Especially me with my mouth closed,
you know,
right?
Yeah, and pointing.
See how my mouth is open? Just a little bit.
And
I can do this. Lee la loo la lee la 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 la. Didn't even move,
That's
did
pretty
it?
good.
Yeah, I could go, ah!
If-
Nobody even knows.
If you can see it pointing at you, you have to like the video in the chat. Sorry, I don't make
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to.
that's all right. That's all right.
Put your other one back on.
It's dead day.
So,
No.
you are now standing next to this pile of bones. And you all have successfully defeated the Phylaxia.
I'm gonna come stand it by everyone else.
Okay.
Well, I believe that we should find a place to rest, but seeing as these things are trolling about, I don't know if here is the best spot.
Can we even get away from here? Is the real question.
And you hear a voice come out from behind one of the dead trees, sort of tucked away in the temple. And the voice says, "If you know where you're going, you can.
Who said that?
Show yourself.
Who are you?
And you see a figure emerge. They're wearing tattered clothes, including a cloak with like a baklava with something that covers their face. They have a rapier in their hand.
Who are you?
Show yourself.
I can get you to a place where you can rest.
What kind of rest?
Regular kind. If you're implying that I will kill you, I'm under orders not to.
By who?
Who do you serve?
A mentor, a friend, a leader, family.
And do they have a name?
They do.
Does he look physical? Or
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Calen, roll me a investigation check as you're trying to determine if this person is physical or not.
12.
As you begin to see if this is like an aberration, a spirit, or a physical person, what catches you is the one piece of them that you can look at, and that's their eyes. And there's something familiar in their eyes.
Baxter?
And you see he kind of hangs his head as if... You can't tell if it's out of relief or out of disappointment that you've figured it out so soon. And you see he removes the scarf covering his face and takes his hood down.
What?
He says, "Hello, old friend." And that's where we'll end our
Oh
session.
my
No.
gosh.
Too bad
Gosh.
our
How is
faces
he
are frozen.
how is it what?
What?
He's not alive. Well,
I don't
I don't know.
I
got lots of questions.
I don't
I have a
know.
lot of questions. I'm speechless. I'm so stunned that
He works for him.
I don't even know how I'm just frozen in time. Is what it feels like.
It looks like it too.
Sorry for the cheesy joke.
Well, join us next week to see, or next time, I should say, of Theros. See what happens.
You
Yes.
can't
And
see
if
it,
you
but I'm
liked-
doing heart hands.
And if you like this episode, give us a like and give us a follow. Subscribe, click that notification bell as always. And don't forget to catch season 1 of Theros anywhere you can find podcasts, but also the first parts of this season 2, which is here on YouTube, and also the amazing season 1 of Heroes of Strahd, Curse of Strahd.
Heroes
is
of
also
Strahd. That'd be
here.
a very different campaign.
Yeah.
Right, which is also here on YouTube, also anywhere podcasts can be found. For those of you who have been longtime listeners of us, the audio only, we appreciate your patronage. Come check us out on YouTube. Look at our faces.
Okay.
See what we look like.
Especially
Put
the
a,
frozen ones.
voice to the face.
Actually, that
It
might be a
might
bad idea.
surprise
We don't
you.
want to scare them up.
We're all beautiful.
And as always, we love you.
We love you.
Love you.
Heart hands.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.